Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. How are you? Are you dressed? Are you in your pajamas? Are you only dressed from the waist up? Are you naked from the waist down? These are all valid questions. Now, to the important stuff. Where is my bro? I always start my live with my bro, trying to find him. Where is my gorgeous brother? My birthday brother. Let's see. How hungover is Sean Maguire? This is the real question that I struggle with this morning. Where is he? Sean! Sean, where are you? Waiting for a response from Sean Maguire. I wonder if he'll answer. I don't know, I'm really nervous. Let's see what he does. I hope he does. Please, please, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm there and I can see you saying, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm right here in this box. Let me in.
Sean,
Let me in."
You don't look hungover at all. What's going on? Oh, vodka. Respect.
Yeah, just gone all the way through. I haven't
Where are
even
the
slept.
dogs?
Just gone all the way through. Just gone wild. You look radiant. Radiant.
I mean, I woke up like this.
What? That's just unbelievable. You've got
Well,
pandemic chic.
Well, it's actually Maguire chic. I thought I'd make a bit of an effort because it's your birthday.
Well,
Happy
thank you.
birthday!
Thank you. Well, I mean, yesterday, but I've taken, like the Queen, I've taken the entire weekend as my...
Birthday quarantine week. Did you have a nice birthday?
I did. I had a lovely birthday. I got lots of lovely messages from... I mean, look, every year it's lovely to get messages, but this year I think because we're all locked down, it was a really lovely way to pass the time and get back to some people. And yeah, really, really nice. And I had a lovely breakfast. You know, our quarantine pals, Alex and Lawrence, we went up to theirs and they made me a lovely kind of brunchy breakfast and started drinking a little bit of champers at about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Who are you? You've changed.
I think that's why when I spoke to you in the evening sometime, I remember talking to you. And I remember thinking, I'm functioning absolutely fine. But I think I was well on my way by then.
You were on top form last night. I enjoyed that.
You know when drunkenness just kind of sidles up to you? Sometimes it hits you in the face and sometimes it just sneaks up to you and it's like...
You know what it's like? It's like quarantine weight gain. It just sort of creeps up and you're like,
yeah,
my jeans are a bit tight.
You're like, ooh, hello, everything's a little compact. But yes, how was your Saturday? How was your...
My Saturday was good. I definitely drank a lot in your honor. And then this morning I was I was thinking about wondering how hungover you were going to be. And at the same time, I was adjusting my bra strap because it's what you do.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a Sunday. Because I was adjusting them because my boobs are still massive from being pregnant. And as I was adjusting my bra strap, my hand slipped. I smacked myself in the face, and my tongue for some reason was hanging out, and I bit my tongue. So it like that.
You're a one-man Three Stooges with boobs involved.
I mean, what a knob! And the best part is, I was looking at myself in the mirror, so I was like. And I just looked at myself, I was like, I don't respect you anymore.
Oh, how I wish you'd have taped that. Maybe it's not broadcastable, but that would have made me laugh.
Stars, they're just like us.
Yeah, they smack themselves in the face with their tits. Yeah, so...
Eventful morning.
I'm not feeling too bad. I'm excited because, I don't know where my questions are. I'm on a family WhatsApp with all my family in Ireland.
Yeah.
There's about 45 people on it.
Oh, what fun. I love a group chat.
And this one's a big one. And I said just the other day, because I'd done it with just my immediate family, a little quick quiz over WhatsApp, like movie quiz kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, you know what, this would be fun to do with everyone. So I said, oh, look, we'll do a big Zoom thing. And I'm doing it today at 12 o'clock.
With everybody from that group chat? Everybody?
Yes, so it's going to be 8 p.m. in Ireland when we kick off. And there's about 40 teams involved. And I'm going to be the quiz master. I'm really excited about it. And
what fun.
If this works, because I don't know, because my family all talk way too much, as you can imagine. So I'm going to have to mute them. I'm going to have to mute them all. I'm going to ask the questions, then mute everybody so everybody shuts up.
Because someone's going to ruin it.
But if it works, we should try and do it. We should see if we can have an intergalactic quiz with everybody.
Oh my God. That'd be brilliant. That's a really good idea. What is the limit then for Zoom? How many people can you do at the same time?
I don't know. I had a chat with at least 15 people on it. I think you can well, we were talking about it on our family group. I think you can have as many as you can kind of fit on the screen. I think at least 30 or 40 or something. So I don't know. I don't know how it will work. And I don't know how small the boxes get and whether you can see anyone and whether
little
it's
tiny
like,
postage stamps. That's a really good idea, though. The quiz night
so
thing.
we'll
I love
see. Well,
that.
I'll let you know how it goes after we get done, because I would imagine it might it might all spiral off in the wrong direction.
It could be carnage.
It could be.
Someone
and there's
just
almost
asked
certainly going to be cheating.
Duh.
Oh, somebody just said you can do 100 people. 100 people is the limit. 100. Wow.
Someone just asked you about your exam. Did you have an exam, or am I making that up?
My exam?
I don't know.
I can't think of any exams that I've just sat. No. No, I can't think of it. But
do you like my mug? Do you like my mug?
Oh, I like it.
It's from Granny's Diner. Granny's.
I've got the same cup as Sean.
Oh my God! Since when do you wear glasses? And why do you look?
What?
You look 4% more clever with those on.
It's true. That's why I have them. I've had these for years, and because one eye is bad after I scratched a cornea making a film, and it never really got better. But it's funny. They only I only really need them when I'm trying to read text and things when I'm either hungover or stoned or a little bit drunk or very tired.
You need them every day.
So I need them all the time now. So I'm just walking around like...
You're like, oh, I scratched my cornea. Like, have you? Or are you just
honestly,
a bit hungover, mate?
What? That, by the way, I don't know if there's anyone out there that's ever scratched their cornea, but it's the most remarkably painful thing. And I bear in mind, I know you've given birth, so I temper it with, it's not labour, I grant you. It's, you know when somebody pokes you in the eye or something, and that sharp pain, you're like, oh Christ, the whole world's ending. It's like that. But it just stays like that for like 24 hours. You just walk around going, oh Christ, horrible. Please, somebody just kill me. And the weird thing was, it happened, I was in New Orleans shooting a film, and I went out with an actor and met up with his wife and went to say hello, gave her a hug, and she had a crocodile clip in her hair, and it went straight in my eye. And we were at a gig, and I was trying not to make a big deal out of it. But I was like, be cool. Seriously, I think I may have lost the eye. I may need an eye patch now. But I was trying to be cool, and I said to my girlfriend at the time, I was like, I think we have to go. I genuinely think we have to go. She's like, is it really that bad? And I was like, well, yeah. I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm not doing this for effect. I'm around like this. I'm not Kanye.
I need to go home or to the hospital.
And I did. I had to go to the hospital, and they were like, yeah, not much we can do with that. We'll give you some drops and stuff. Just go home and rest. And I was like, well, thanks a lot. Yeah. It's really, really. But oh my God, so painful. What? And that's why I have my lunettes. Now, is that sunglasses lunettes? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, we should mention, we were supposed to be in Italy this weekend.
I know. Operation Con.
At Operation Con. I'm so sorry.
Manage.
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
a bit
God.
Trippy. Hang on,
Can you believe, though, that it's been a year since we were there last time?
I can't
believe that. That was exactly a year ago that I announced that Mark and I were having a baby. I can't believe it. And now he's this giant baby that looks like a toddler already.
I think quarantine's making him grow super fast.
Me too. I was losing the baby weight, and now not so much. Call it the quarantine 15. I'm doing really well.
Are you getting out? Are you doing a... Oh, I've got to tell you something.
What?
Hang on, this will get me in trouble. Sorry, I'm going to tell the story anyway, right? So I took the boys for a walk yesterday, and because Flynn's been playing, we've got a little basketball hoop here, and we've been playing a bit of basketball. So I wanted to take the boys for a walk, and we thought we'd walk to the park and just see if there's anybody in it. There wasn't really anybody in it. Yeah. And so I thought, we've got our masks, but there's nobody around, and we tested, and we're negative, so we don't have it. We know we don't have it. And so we played a little bit of basketball, and the basketball court is here, and there's a street parallel to it. When you let Archie out. And this woman jumped out of her car, came running over to us, brandishing a laminate. I was like, whoa, she must be important.
Please?
She has a laminate. She's like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, I think he's dribbling, but I'm not sure what the technical term is. But she was like, you shouldn't even be here. Don't you love your kids? And I was like, excuse me, madam, what did you just say? And she was like, you shouldn't be here. And I said, look, first of all, we are allowed. Robbie K was trying to call me. So
Hi, Robbie.
I said to the woman, wait, just back up a second. I said, look, first of all, I have their masks. The reason they don't have them on is because there's nobody within 100 feet of us, much less 6 feet. So there's no point. And also, we have been tested and we do not have it. I said, the first person that I've actually spoken to in the flesh, other than my family, is you. And you're more than 6 feet, so you're endangering us. Then we got into a bit of a to-do, and then some man came out of nowhere and he was like, hey, And I thought, oh no, I'm going to get into a fight with the
Oh
guy now.
no.
And he was like, hey, lady, he's not doing anything wrong. Why don't you go away and leave him alone? And I was like, thank you, innocent man from nowhere. It became a whole thing. Oh, sugar. You okay? Sorry.
You just knocked a kid down.
Clint
You're
just went,
such a good dad.
Chelsea fan. I know. And so then I was like, oh gosh, maybe I am doing something wrong. Maybe I'm setting a bad example for my kids or whatever. But the man sort of disappeared as quickly as he went. And then the laminate lady, I said to her, look, I know the rules of the law, and we're not doing. If there was anyone in the park, I wouldn't have even gone in it. But I said, you're the only person talking to us. But it was all a bit of a much ado about nothing. And then
That's really stressful.
It was a bit. It was. It made me. I was like. Yeah, we were on like a big empty bar. Sorry, Tanya's just correcting me, so that before anyone writes in.
That's what marriage is for. I love it when Mark corrects me. It's my favourite.
That is her job title. She's basically all things.
Wife,
like Oz behind the curtain. Anything that I do, Tanya's like propping it up and making it work. And stopping.
Well, women are basically puppet masters. Let's be honest.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is bonkers. That's actually really stressful and really funny.
It was
all at the same time.
You need to text what you want to ask you on the Instagram. You can answer.
What's Robbie?
Tell Robbie to text you on the
tell Robbie to tell me to text you on the Instagram answer. No, I don't understand any of those words. I mean, I understand the words, but none of them made any sense in the
Robbie
sequence.
K, go to bed.
Robbie K, where is he? I assume he doesn't know that we're doing this. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for your support.
Thanks for ruining it. Typical
Cheers,
Robbie has to take the attention away from us. Typical Robbie K, whatever.
Yeah. What does he know? What does he know? In fact, you know what? I should give him credit because the quiz idea came from Robbie, me and him and a friend of ours, Andrew, sometimes go to a local pub quiz. And so that's why Robbie said, hey, do you want to do a pub quiz over Zoom with just like 3-4 of us? So that's where the quiz idea came from. And it actually works very well over Zoom.
Am I invited? I mean, let's get to the point. Okay.
You can be quizmaster. Well, this is the other thing. You could be quizmaster one week, and then somebody else is quizmaster, and so on.
That sounds like a lot of work. Can't I just sit there and be pretty and drink a beer?
Get a Tanya. Tanya's already printed out all my questions.
Tanya's more cleverer than me. I feel like Tanya would be a better quizmaster. Because you know what? Tanya's the brains in your relationship, and Mark is the brains in mine.
I do not deny that. I do not deny it at all.
It's the truth.
Saying, give me a ring after.
All right, Robbie, we'll call you, yeah? Whatever.
That's not fair to Rebecca. Tanya said that's not fair to Rebecca. I'm sure I'm getting back in the middle of this somehow.
I don't know, though. I feel sorry for Tanya and Mark. I mean, they have to live with us, put up with us. Actors are so annoying.
Well, to be fair, they knew what they were getting into. I don't feel too sorry for them. Do you know what I mean? Let's not give them too much credit.
There was a disclaimer.
How's Milo and Mark? How are you guys feeling? Going into week 57?
I thought it was 59. I don't know. Honestly, they're all rolling into one. My manager emailed me on Friday about some appointment that had come in, and he said, "Shall we discuss Monday?" And I just responded, "When's that?" Okay, call me Monday when we're all in the office.
Shooting anything? How can anybody make any television programs at the moment?
Well, apparently casting directors are still casting projects, and I thought the whole industry had closed, but apparently there are still auditions and castings going on. I'm like, but I'm watching Netflix and raising a baby. I'm a bit busy.
Let's just wait till this all blows over and then we'll go back to work.
I mean, I spent all of Friday thinking it was Thursday. I mean, at this point, you know, and like I said to Mark, I'm like, all the days are the same. And he went, yeah, for you. He's like, some people are still working from home. And I went, oh, yeah, fair point.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I was like, wait, who's he referring to? Oh, right, Mark still does stuff, right?
Yeah. Some people have real jobs still.
There's some terror going on in the other room. I think, I'm. I don't know. I'm feeling more optimistic. I'm feeling things are going to start getting better soon.
You feel like there's more light at the end of the tunnel now, do you?
Yeah, I feel like we're over the hump of it. I feel like we've almost reached the worst bit of it, and everything else is gonna.
Well, I'm nervous though, because I feel like we've flattened the curve really well, especially in California, right? And I feel like you know, New Yorkers feels like it's over its peak and blah blah blah. And then now people are protesting. Have you seen that in the streets, that they don't want to do social distancing anymore? And it's like, but it was working.
What I love the most is men in semi-camouflage turning up with their goatees and their machine guns to make a statement like, yeah, Coronas, we'll just shoot you in the face, Corona. And you're like, well,
weird.
It's a microscopic, invisible virus. I don't think your gun's going to do much good. But you know what? It's their right to be that stupid.
Well, if you want to
say,
go out and
wow.
protest it and catch it, then I guess it is your right. I mean,
Do you know what?
as long as they're just giving it to each other and not giving it to people that were choosing to be sensible.
I kind of feel like, you know what? If you feel that way, please do gather, congregate, and then, you know, that sort of Darwinian theory of like
natural selection.
Yeah, it'll, you know, eventually they're like, it's like when Boris Johnson, you know, made that fantastic speech about, I've just walked around and shaken everyone by the hand. I'm a handy, shaky kind of person. In fact, I licked a couple of their faces just to be on the safe side. And then cut to 2 days
He's
later,
in the ICU.
I have the coronavirus. And you're like, well, of course you do. Of course you do, imbecile. I was just like, he didn't get the virus because it was airborne. He got it because he was ridiculously stupid. So anyway, what can you do? Let people do what they want to do. The rest of us who don't want to die or overwhelm the healthcare industry, we'll just stay put for now.
I agree. Let's read some of people's comments. My summer plans are cancelled. Mine too.
Great impression. Did I do an impression?
I did Scooby-Doo. I've got like 3 that I rotate.
Wait, was there anything? Oh, we're not running out of time yet.
I love you in glasses. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You look like a sort of sexy secretary.
I'm no Dallas, but you know.
You're a close third.
Josh can
You're
wear a pair of glasses and a cardigan like no man I know.
Ooh, I love a man in a cardigan.
Oh.
I cannot get Mark into a cardigan if I tried. It's really annoying.
Really? I like Mike. I think Mark would rock a cardigan.
He can totally pull it off.
Do you know what? When this is over to my place, cardigan fashion show.
Yeah. We have to stream it live, though.
Well, yeah.
I think everybody will really enjoy that.
Who wouldn't enjoy a good cardigan fashion show? Oh, do you know what? Sometimes
we love you
people
too.
write in Spanish or Portuguese, and I'm like, I wish I understood what you were saying.
Oh, last night we were supposed to do that concert in Milan.
Oh my God!
What were you going to sing?
Do you know what? I was mulling
decided?
over a few different songs.
Maybe we don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, and I kind of still hadn't made my mind up, and then this happened, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if those choices were right. So I'm glad. I'm glad I've got a bit more time to think about it.
There you go.
Hawaiian.
Someone just said that you should do Hawaiian shirt with cardigan on top. That's aggressive. That's really aggressive.
That is. I like the no sense in that. This makes no sense. But listen, this is the freedom. If somebody asked about
hashtag no spoilers. That's right, Erica.
Exactly, no spoilers. Well, anyway, we're going to do all of those things, so we shouldn't.
Someone just asked us what our favourite episode was together. I particularly enjoyed marrying you.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
I always forget that we got married.
We got married.
I think because it upset so many people. I had a baby, got married. It upset everybody so viscerally. I just wiped it from my memory bank.
Do you know what? I've forgotten a lot of it.
Delete.
It's funny. The show has disappeared largely from my mind, but all of the bits of it, obviously.
Is that from all the alcohol?
I mean, I spoke to Colin yesterday. I spoke to Mikey yesterday. I had some banter with Josh over social media. I mean, Lana, Jen, Bobby, it's
Emily.
Amazing. Emily, Robbie. I think of all the jobs I've ever had, I've never taken so many.
I know. Normally, like when you finish a job, you're lucky if you leave with one mate, whether it's an actor or a crew member or whatever. I mean, I was thinking that last night. Karen David sent me this really lovely gift. Just sort of like Karen's magical, and she sent me this bath salts and meditation pillow, and then right next to it, the same day,
she's just like a big, soft, meditative pillow.
I mean,
not that she looks like a pillow.
Have you ever sat on her? She's very comfy.
She looks comfy. I was a gentleman, but she's got a lovely thing about Karen. She's I don't know. She's just always positive, and she makes me feel good. And then Robbie Kay's gorgeous girlfriend sent me a care package as well, because she'd made me some masks. I had given her. I gave her some money towards buying fabric so she could keep making masks for hospitals, because obviously there's not a lot I can do taking care of a 5-month-old. So I Venmo'd her some money to do it herself, and then she sent me some masks. I was looking at my dining table and I was like, this is all because of Once Upon a Time, that I've got all these gorgeous friends in my life, such as yourself and everybody else. I feel really lucky. And also, I want to say, just a shout out.
Hold on one second, Mark's talking to me. What?
I have a baby crying.
Yeah. Did I make him cry?
No, I was going to say about Kerry. She is a seamstress and, you know, a costume designer and everything. And she wanted to feel useful. And a friend of mine runs an old people's sort of retirement home / hospice. Yeah. And she said, do you know anyone that could use? So we put them together, and now she's making masks for everyone at the hospital. And I was like,
I love her.
Things like that. Big love.
She's a keeper, Robbie. Tell him that when you call him back up.
I will.
So what have you heard from William Shatner during this whole pandemic? Has he spoken
to you?
What? Did he wish you happy birthday?
He literally texted me something. I was going to look for my phone. I'm literally going to go. What did I do with?
Wait, where are your glasses? Where are your glasses?
He tweeted me last night.
Oh, really?
Just a handful of emojis that I was too drunk to make any sense. Maybe it made sense in his mind. And I just tweeted him back saying that I have a degree in hieroglyphics and Egyptology. And I think he should retract that, because what he just said to me was that when he dies, I get some of his lands and a possession of his goats. So I said, I don't know if you know what you've said to me. And then somebody got very aggressive with me and just went, "You're shit, Twitter." I was like, and incidentally, the person who said that, his name was Chest. Chest. I was like, "Your name is Chest. I can't. How do I even fight with him?" Hey,
dear Tit, I don't care what you think about my Twitter game.
I'm like, I was like, "Hey, let me pick a fight with you." I was like, "Dude, you're going by the name Chest. What do I do with you? I can't."
Oh my God, you're making me sweat. Wait, but why was this whole, how did it all start, this thing with William Shatner, this whole feud? Was it because he was jealous because he fancied Lana?
I think when I joined we joined around the same time. I think he was a fan of the show, watched the show. He liked Colin. He was he'd had a bit of fun with banter with Colin. And then I think he had a bit of a soft spot for Miss Perea. And then he started tweeting things like, "Who is this rapscallion? What business?" And I was like, "Whoa, steady up there, octogenarian. I don't want to get into a fight with a 79-year-old, but I will, because I have no principles." And then it just started with a little bit of playful banter, and then I started thinking, William Shatner really doesn't like me. I mean, he's going after me, and I don't know how do you get into a fight with an icon? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Fight a legend?
Oh my God!
Very slowly. And then when I was I started getting quite a lot of negative stuff from some really nice people on Twitter, saying, "I hope you die, hope your family gets cancer," the usual nice things. And he private messaged me. He DM'd me. Yeah. And just said, "Hey man, I saw a lot of the stuff you're getting. Just, stay the course," kind of thing. Aww. And sorry, Tanya's telling me, look at the comments. I'm sorry, I will look at the comments. I'm just going to finish this thing really quickly. And he wrote me a really nice message saying, and I said, just hang in there. And I wrote him back going, I think I'm just going to quit Twitter. I never really wanted to be on it in the first place.
It can be toxic, can't it?
Yeah, it could be. And it was starting to upset me. And he wrote back and he was like, "Do not do that. I implore you, don't." He said, "Here's why. Because if you do that, those bully type people will think that they have the power to get someone like you or anybody else
exactly
bullied offline. You've got to stand up to them.
Yes.
However you want." But he was wonderful. And he gave me really good advice. Aww. And so then publicly, he would still kind of berate me and say really stupid, silly things. But then kind of like in private messages back and forth was really, really sweet and really nice. So I know some people love him, some people hate him, but
I think he's hilarious.
He is, and he's like 127 years old, and he's still up watching.
I think it's classic that, first of all, he's on Twitter at his age, and he live tweets shows. I mean, I would never be able to get my parents to do that at their age, and he's older than my mum and dad. I think it's really cool.
I think he's 84 or 85 or something.
Someone just asked if we've ever written a screenplay. You have, haven't you? I haven't.
Do you know what
have you written?
My partner and I are finishing like the third rewrite on something that it's the first thing that I think that both of us are like, this is the one. This is the one that has to. And I'm going to send it to you. And I would let everyone read it. But
is it a film or is it a TV program?
It's a film. Sorry, my dog is coming. It is a film. We've written a TV spec as well. But this thing is the thing that we've been really enjoying doing because it's kind of a dark comedy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can get it off the ground. But
I'm just looking at questions. What's one prop that you took? What did you steal from Once Upon a Time? Have I asked you this before?
I don't know.
Did you steal
but I tell
anything?
you what, I did. I have got a scarf, and thank you, because I can slide this over because I'm doing this thing with the magicians for Oxfam. It's a cocktail hour thing, and one of the things you can win is a scarf, which I didn't steal really. Kai, do you remember lovely Kai, the costume dresser?
Love, yes.
When I was leaving, he was like, "Look, we have a bunch of doubles. Do you want to take one of these?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I normally take one thing as a memento."
Yeah.
Memento. Anyway, I'm giving that away on the Oxfam thing. So for anybody that
when is that?
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure if we've set the date for it, but it's coming up very soon. I think we're just sort of promoting it at the moment, and then it's going to be very, very, very soon. But I'll put it on my feed, and maybe you'll help me share it on yours when it's going to happen. Because our friend Keegan Connor Tracy is doing it. And,
okay, great.
A lovely actor.
I forgot she was in there. She's
yeah.
lovely. Someone also just asked if we would ever do a musical or theatre. The answer for me is yeah, I would. I would love to do something on the West End in London.
I always resisted doing. I nearly did a musical a couple of times when I was young.
Really?
I was asked to play the lead in Tommy, the musical by The Who. And
oh my God!
Yeah, it was amazing. Pete Townsend wrote me a letter, which I still have.
What?
And do you know what? Do you know how embarrassing this is? I was about 23 at the time. I didn't know who Pete Townsend was. I swear to God. That's how illiterate I was when it came to music. Anyway, I ended up listening to the soundtrack a bunch, and I was like, there's no way. There's just no way. I mean, there's some really crazy high notes. You have to be like a Roger Daltrey-like singer. So I had to pass on it. But then I nearly did Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. And
I love that one. We did that at school. I love
trained
that musical.
for 3 months, I think, doing vocal training, and then realised, I can't do this. There's no fucking way.
Were you out of your depth?
8 shows a week singing your balls off. I was like, no.
I'm sorry. Theatre actors work way harder than us.
Theatre's fine. I like doing theatre. It's hard work, but I love it. But musical theatre, you've got to be really disciplined. And obviously, you've met me. But since Hamilton came out, though, now I'm like, ooh, I kind of do want to do a musical now.
Yeah.
So maybe now that I'm a little older and much, much wiser, I will have the discipline.
Well, now that you're almost in your 30s, it's definitely something to consider.
It's on the horizon for me. I don't know. I think I might. I would like to do Hamilton. I'd like to.
Oh yeah.
Because I think he's on stage for 7 minutes, but it's a brilliant 7 minutes. So
I want to be My Fair Lady. The water in Mallorca don't taste quite like it ought. Do you know what I mean?
Great in that. I'd like to.
In it though.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Let's talk about how much fun you and I are having doing #@home with Sean and Bex. Are you having fun?
Very much so. Very much so. It's the highlight of my week.
Me too.
Now. And we were thinking, right? Are we gonna try and do this a little bit more
frequently, often.
More frequently. And also I remembered, we discussed this, we know, they don't know, but I'm going to tell them now, that we also have some lovely friends that we were just trying to figure out some kinks and stuff, but we think we figured this out, right? Well, Mark's figured it out. I haven't figured out anything. We're going to do this again.
Yes.
And we're going to have a guest, aren't we?
I know. So exciting. Who's it going to be, Sean? Tell them.
Well, the very first guest, and before anyone says, got to have so-and-so, we're going to have lots of people. So before you besiege us with requests, I know one in particular, we will get a lot. We'll get there. Be patient. Our first guest is a very, very good friend of mine. I'd say almost my brother. He's a very handsome actor who appears on the television program Grey's Anatomy and Station 19. And his name is Jason George. And this is good. I can talk about Jason because he's not here and he's not watching this right now. Jason is arguably one of the greatest men that God ever put on this earth. He is, you know him. I mean,
he's lovely.
He's just,
and
he's
his
as
wife
close
and
to
his
a
kids.
perfect man, I think, as there is.
Yep.
Perfect father, perfect husband, great actor, great union rep. He's the cat's pajamas. So we will be talking to Jason George on our next, and we won't bother explaining all of this stuff because I don't really know what we're doing yet, how we're doing it. Do we know what we're doing?
The most important thing is that you look good in glasses.
There you go. What else do we need? What else do we need?
I think we should both wear glasses when we interview him so that we feel a bit more cleverer because he's really amazing. We don't want him to steal our thunder, Sean.
Exactly.
It's a risk.
I might wear glasses and a headset because then
Me
I can
too.
as if I'm getting questions from the studio. Like,
Me
great.
too.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that. Thank you.
I'll definitely adjust my bra before the interview so I don't punch myself in the face.
That's a great idea.
That would be embarrassing.
Do tit smacking, and then we go live. So that's a good point, actually. Do a live with Emily. You betcha. We will almost certainly have the gorgeous Mr. Radden and Colin O'Donoghue. See, I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, if you know of our dear friend Jason George, and if you don't, you should. If you have some questions for him,
yes,
we are going to you can start text tweeting us some questions if you want, or you can wait till next week, but start thinking about what you'd like to ask Mr. Jason George, and then we can see if we can work them into our interview, because we might pre-record it, right?
Yes, and then I can do like a Q&A thing on Instagram to collect everybody's questions for the interview, but we'll work on that this week. But we'll let you know, guys, when we're going to be doing that. Probably within the next week, we'll have that down for you. But we'll post everything on social so nobody misses it, and we'll do it at a decent hour so people in Europe aren't. It's not 2 o'clock in the morning or something.
And did Mark say, are we getting like an Instagram thing of our own, or are we not doing that?
We will be down the road at some point. Right? Yeah,
we have lots of things coming. So before anybody asks or suggests, we are in the process of trying to turn this into more of a, we're like Philip and Holly, or we're like, I don't know, the Brazilian equivalent, or we're just morning people now.
Well,
and also we have to find out whether we're doing it in the morning or evening. We want to find out from whoever who is watching us around the world. Yeah. We want to figure out which is the best time zone for everybody. So far, we think this is working. But you can let us know too.
Yeah, let us know. We appreciate the feedback, and we're adorable, and that's really the most important thing. And humble.
I love when we write our own reviews. Humble.
We write our own reviews.
You are the most humble person I know. Now do you know?
Put it on my tombstone when I die. Becca Mader. She was on the telly a bit, but humble.
Here lies Rebecca. She's so bloody humble. But she wouldn't want me to mention it.
I'm pissing. I'm gonna have to go and have a cold shower to get this live off of me.
Oh, all right. Oh, well, look, we're out of time. We're out of time. I'm being told by the studio producer we're out of time. And I've got to get ready for my quiz.
We've got to cut to commercial. Oh my God! You have to let us all know how your quiz night goes.
I might record some of it. Tanya thinks she's figured out how to record it, so I might record it.
Just do a little bit on Insta story
and then I'll try and show you a bit.
Yeah. I want to
see what it's like, me trying to marshal 30 people in Cavan Island.
In Ireland, and it's night. Everyone's going to be drunk. And also, don't forget, you've got to call Robbie back, yeah?
Oh, shit. Completely forgot about that. Thank you.
You need me. You need Tanya. You need me. You need Mark.
I feel like I'm sandwiched between two people that will keep me on the straight and guided path. So
I'll pray for you, my friend. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetheart. And I'm so sorry that we missed so many questions and stuff. But I promise, as we get better at this,
we'll be back.
We're going to start figuring this out. Is that my black mini dress? I presume that's for Bex, not for me.
Oh, sorry. I'll give it back to you after the pandemic. I definitely need to wash it. It might have some sweat and some milk on it.
That's exactly how I prefer.
You're welcome, America. All right, let's go. I love you. Have fun doing your quiz night. I love you, mate. And we'll be doing this very soon, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. We love you all wherever you are.
Thanks for coming. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye.